to Newsfirst Prime Time Sunrise.
It's the 23rd of September 2014. It's a Tuesday morning. My name is Sonali Wanigabadage. This is Primetime Sunrise. We start off first with a look at this morning's headlines. Police missions continue to prevent post-election violence in Uva. Strike action launched by miners at the Kahatagaha graphite mine continues. A report on the progress achieved by Sri Lanka to be presented to the UN Human Rights Council tomorrow. Several incidents of election violence were reported yesterday from several areas in the Uva province. A clash broke out between a group of UNP supporters and a group of UPFA supporters in the Haliala town last afternoon.
A clash broke out between UNP and UPFA supporters in the Haliala town yesterday. Newsfirst correspondent who went to report the incident too received injuries after he was attacked. He was later transferred to a private hospital in Colombo.
I got into a three-wheeler to head home. Then a dark person stopped the three-wheeler in close proximity to the police checkpoint and attacked the three-wheeler with a pole. Then he took a rock and hit me with it. I pleaded with him not to assault me. I was bleeding from my mouth.
Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana said that 4 vehicles have been damaged due to the clash. SSP Ajit Rohana said that measures are being taken to identify the suspects with the use of video footage on the incident.
Soon after the incident that took place in Haliala area, SDF has been deployed in Badulla and Haliala. SDF is conducting mobile patrols and implementing roadblocks in the area. No vehicle possession is allowed under any circumstance. We have received 8 complaints in the post-election period, including 3 major incidents, Aldumulla, Atiliwewa and Haliala, and 2 suspects had been arrested in connection with the incidents that occurred in Aldumulla area.
On to a developing story that we're following here at Newsfirst. The strike action launched by workers at the Kahatagaha graphite mine, which is taking place 1,100 feet underground, is continuing today as well.
The workers pointed out as they did not receive a solution for their demands yesterday, they are continuing with their strike action today. Around 70 miners launched this strike action based on 3 demands. Secretary of the Nidahas Sevaka Sangamaya of Sri Lanka Graphite Lanka Limited, Susantha Fernando, said that they will continue to engage in the strike action until their employment is made permanent. When contacted, Deputy Minister of Industries and Commerce Lakshman Vasantha said that they are planning to resolve the issues of the workers through discussions. He added that they are scheduled to hold talks with the Finance Ministry with regard to giving permanent appointments to the workers.
Yet another headline-making story this morning. A progress report on Sri Lanka is to be produced to the United Nations Human Rights Council tomorrow. The BBC World Service reports that a verbal report on Sri Lanka has been included in a common report on investigations based on several other nations as well. Speaking to Newsfirst, Commissioner of the Human Rights Commission of Sri Lanka, Dr. Pratibha Mahanamaheva, expressed these views.
United Nations Human Rights Council this year, March 26, they passed a resolution against Sri Lanka, and on this resolution, United Nations Human Rights High Commission has appointed an investigation team against Sri Lanka, and also they have appointed some international experts. Now, this month, 24th, that is tomorrow, they are submitting an oral report with regard to the progress from March 26 up to now, what they have done. Basically, appointment of the Commission of Inquiry, thereafter preparation of term of preference and collection of witness and how it progressed. Now, this verbal report basically discussed in the United Nations Human Rights Council on 24th. Sri Lanka also have an opportunity to respond to this thing. And in this report, Sri Lanka can see how the Commission of Inquiry internationally going forward. In this regard, Sri Lanka can also explain the progress of Human Rights Action Plan as well as LRC recommendation, witness and victim protection bill, how we also move forward. And there are 12 countries which remain abstain from voting. So these countries are also looking how these two inquiries are going on, basically domestic mechanism as well as international inquiry. So finally, this oral report cannot, basically put any type of embargoes to Sri Lanka. This is only a progress report. Even 2015 March 26th, when the final report submitted, UNHRC can only refer it to Security Council in New York thereafter these things happen. But this is an eye-opener because the most of these this international inquiry was hidden one, but now they have to give the oral report, and Sri Lanka and other countries can see the progress of this.
The 69th sessions of the United Nations General Assembly will commence today at the UN headquarters in New York. It is expected that several state leaders of the 193 member states of the United Nations will attend the General Assembly. Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa, who will also attend the 69th session of the UNGA, will address the Assembly tomorrow. Presidential spokesperson Mohan Samranayaka said that Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa will speak on the current status of Sri Lanka and the country's stance on global trends. Meanwhile, the special summit on climate change will commence in New York today, parallel to the United Nations General Assembly. President Rajapaksa is also expected to address the summit. Closer to home, the United National Party Working Committee meeting is scheduled to be held at Sirikota at 4 p.m. today. Speaking to Newsfirst, UNP spokesperson Gayantha Karunatilaka said that the Working Committee of the UNP is scheduled to meet under the auspices of party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe at the party headquarters. He added that filling the post of the deputy leader will be discussed during the meeting, as mentioned at the recent anniversary celebrations of the party. Today's meeting will also focus on the future victories planned by the UNP. Still in local news, the Chief Minister of the Western Province, Prasanna Ranatunga, says that another 533 graduates of the Western Province will be given teaching appointments from the 1st of next month. Accordingly, 176 IT teachers, 289 teachers of mathematics, 53 teachers for the subject of art, and 15 music teachers will be recruited. The Chief Minister said that the new recruits will be given a special training prior to their appointment. Meanwhile, applications have been called for the 2014 Teachers' Exam of the Western Province. Those who pass the examination will be recruited to fill in the vacancies in schools at present. In sports news this morning, Tivanka Sandaruwan, representing the Pannala Sports Club, won the award for the most talented player at the Leighton Cup Boxing Championships.
The 72nd edition of the Leighton Cup Boxing Championship took place over the past 4 days at the Sugatadasa Indoor Stadium with the participation of 170 male boxers and 65 female boxers. While Tivanka Sandaruwan was awarded Most Talented Player of the Championship, Chanaka Asanka from the Sri Lanka Army was adjudged the best loser. Tilini Manosha Veerasinghe of the Sri Lanka Army was awarded the Most Talented Female Boxer, while the best loser of that category went to MPK Salgado of the Sri Lanka Air Force. Indradasa Jayasinghe, a former boxing champion who had won the Leighton Cup title on previous occasions, presided over the closing ceremony of the championship.
And that's a wrap of this edition of Primetime Sunrise. We'll see you again at 8:55 with more of the very latest. Have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114 896 896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.